So in the last video, I talked about cooking in somebody else's kitchen. Sometimes when you watch YouTube videos of other sound systems, other churches and stuff, it kind of sometimes feels like cooking in somebody else's kitchen. So how about we just set up our own, start with the basics. First thing we need to understand is, what is a sound system? So naturally, the first question would be, what is it? Let's talk about the very basic concepts and then run a test. A good friend of mine always said, transducer to transducer, which just means you're converting energy from one form to another. But in our case, we're converting it from one form and then back basically to its original form. You remember when I said that things were going to get out of hand and that things were going to get complicated and I was going to make them easy to understand? I think right now is a good time to do that experiment. Okay, let's talk about for a second what it's going to take to run this experiment. So I've got a laptop here that's generating some pink noise. Now, I'm going to have a whole video on pink noise, but for now, just know that it sounds like static. And so we're going to run pink noise out of here into the audio interface, and then the audio interface is going to go out to this microphone. Yes, the output. This is plugged in to the output. Normally you'd plug this into the input, because normally you'd check 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, hey, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. But we are doing something a little different here. We're going to go out, pink noise, out of this interface into the microphone. So let's give it a listen. I'm not going to turn it up much. Let me use my mic here. You guys hear that? It sounds like static. Let me turn it up a little bit more. Listen to this. So this is acting like a speaker instead of a microphone. So you're telling me that a little tiny microphone is a speaker? Because, hold up. That would make sense. Transducer to transducer. Because you're trying to take something that's a tiny little speaker and then sending it up to a big speaker. All right, if you've made it halfway through this video and you're like, what is this guy all about? Like, this is so basic. I'm just going to click away. Hold up, listen. This is video 3, okay? And I'm building a foundation. I'm starting with the very, very basics, and I'm working my way up. That way, later on, when we're talking about really cool stuff, I can go, hey, click on this video, click on that video, click on this video if you need this or if you need that. Also, I've been training tech teams, worship teams for the last decade or so, and some people are like, yeah, I get all that. Other people are like, this is gold. I've never heard this kind of stuff. So because YouTube, you're getting a little bit of everybody, I just wanted to give that disclaimer out there. All right, let's get back on the video. How about we open up the speaker and see what's inside? Now we're not going to get into the weeds about different types of speakers, although we will in a later video. Basically, we took that little tiny speaker and we ran it through some stuff and it comes out this end. Now you'll notice when you look at a speaker that you've got high frequency, low frequency. This particular speaker, all the high frequency goes up here and then everything else comes out down here. Unless you have a sub, then all the low stuff comes out of here. It's great and all, but you can't just plug a mic directly into a speaker. That's correct, but this is where things can get a little complicated. So let's look at what we need. We're going to need a microphone and a device to capture that audio. Remember this box from earlier? Yeah, it's got an amp in it. We're going to use this. Then, of course, we'll use this speaker, just like we planned on. Don't get confused about preamps and mixers. Mixers have preamps inside of them. In this case, this one's got 4 preamps. We're just going to use the first one. So basically, we're going microphone to mixer, from the mixer to the amplifier, from the amplifier to the speaker. And that's all a sound system technically is. Now, it does get more complicated from there, for sure. But the whole transducer to transducer thing, that's what it is. Okay, I know that seemed really super basic for some of you, and maybe some of you are like, wow, I got a lot out of that. Here's the deal. As I said earlier in the video, we're starting with the foundation here, and we're going to build from there. So please, 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 I know everybody says this, but if you could like and subscribe to this channel, if you find this content interesting, because there's a community that's being developed here, and I want to continue to share what I've learned over the years with you guys. So please, the greatest thing you guys could do would be to like and subscribe and to comment on these videos, because that really helps out a lot. All right, see you guys in the next video.